Is Carlton's season dead? Or can they recapture that magic that we saw in 2023? Can the Blues go on a run and end the season on a high? Or was it over from the very, very beginning? This season, like every other, has been an absolute roller coaster. Is it too little too late? Or can we claw our way back to September and show everyone who the fuck we are? We'll find out soon. Anything is possible. This is a ball of truth. Let's fucking go. It's the Blues and the Eagles, man. Let's go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Andrew Illy. And this is the Ball of Truth. Thank you very much for joining me. It's Saturday night. Wherever you are around the world, wherever you are, you silly motherfuckers. Thank you again for joining me wherever you are around the world. This is a Ball of Truth. Special episode on your Saturday night here. Just a quick one. Thought I'd just drop in and say, guys, I'm alive. After my awful experience coming home with a jet lag, man, it took me literally till today to recover. I finally have slept normally. I've had a disaster of a week, man. Could not bloody sleep. My body clock was all over the shop. But we're back in Melbourne, man. We were in Greece. We took the Ball of Truth all the way around the world. But we're back. And I know I did my live stream for a second time on Sunday. I just want to say so sorry to everyone who waited, man. I am the worst. Seriously, if for those of you who don't know or haven't watched the stream, I did eventually go live. I penciled it in for 10:45. I've clicked live. I've gone 40 plus minutes. And I shut the stream off. Went on YouTube to see where the episode was. And it was gone. And I couldn't fucking believe it because I was exhausted, man. Hadn't slept in nearly 2 days. I just went live straight away again. And got it done. Then went to bed. But man, I've been a disaster ever since. Not slept well. But we're back, man. I just want to say sorry for everyone who waited and then probably left because it was a quieter episode, I must say. That was my fault. That was all me. I'll take it on the chin. But man, this episode, can the Blues make the finals? I don't know, man. This team, we just don't know. We really don't. But the news broke this morning, man, before we get into anything. Regretfully, I have the unfortunate news that Sam Walsh is out with a foot injury and he'll miss 5 to 6 weeks. Unbelievable, man. Quite unbelievable and astonishing. But something we are used to here at Carlton with this club. Seriously, one of the clubs that might be seriously cursed with injuries all the time, every season. It's the same thing over and over again. It's shattering for Walsh because he was hitting some form. He was a bit up and down, and maybe that foot tells a little bit of a story as to why it was like that. But like you'd have a really good game, then he would go missing, and then he'd come back, and I don't know, man. But shattering for him. Look, he won't miss the whole season. But you know what? If we're in a position when he's ready to return and we're not making finals, I seriously wouldn't even risk him at this point. Because who knows what's going to happen, man. We'll break it down a little bit here. I just thought I'd drop this episode for you tonight. There's absolutely zero reason that tomorrow night, when the Blues take on the Eagles, that we should not go to Perth and take all 4 points. We just have to. It's a must-win game. Every game from here is a must-win game. And if we want any chance of making finals, and they're fucking slim chance at best, basically impossible, we're going to have to win and start tomorrow, and we're going to have to win 9 out of our last 11 games. After the bye, this form needed to start with the Bombers. We needed to beat the Bombers. We got a green tick for that. However, it was unconvincing. The performance, like we said on the live review, it was basically exactly like every other performance this year, where first quarter, electrifying football. Brilliant style. The method was evident, and we penetrated Essendon. And we penetrate teams in the first quarter. We pick them apart. But we can't sustain that for 4 quarters. Why? It's really hard to figure out, man, and break it down. But a lot of it is mental. I've spoken about this. Been saying this team is mentally weak for a long time. They fear having leads because of the trauma of the past. And they lack self-belief and that killer instinct that I always talk about. And many times the game is right there, man. Right there to put the foot down. Should be all guns blazing and finish teams off. But instead we panic and we stray away from the game plan and completely play opposite to it. Make all sorts of bad decisions, which becomes contagious throughout the team. And everyone starts making bad decisions. And it's so freaking frustrating to watch, man, because you know that when Carlton does produce their best, that we are a very, very difficult team to beat. But the inconsistency over 4 quarters alone is extraordinary. And opposition teams know this. They know it. We become so vulnerable, and teams believe they can always come back against us, which is why every first quarter when we blow out a lead, I am never confident. I'm like, the other team's just gonna come back, and it always happens. And it builds more pressure on us to fight, scratch and claw, to hold on to that win. And there's been times where we've let it slip and other times we've held on. But we play ugly footy for like the next 3 quarters and go against everything the coaches have implemented. It's wild. And that's why I said it's unsustainable. Now, we have seen this team play 4 quarters before very well against teams like West Coast and North. And you could probably put Geelong in there from this season. But besides those 3, when we play quality sides, and Geelong's a very good side, don't get me wrong. Obviously, they're one of the best. But we rarely play even 2 quarters. It's usually like 1.5. And like at the end of the second quarter, the opposition team would start getting a little bit of momentum and they build that belief for the second half. And we come out so flat. I don't know what happens at halftime. That's why I said we're the maxi bonds. We're a tale of 2 halves. How can we change that? Long term, I've spoken many times that at the end of this season, a change of coach might be the answer. It might be. Have a fresh insight and just forget all the trauma. Get rid of the trauma. Start fresh and new. This trauma started in 2022. End of season. Can win against Collingwood to make the finals, and we butchered it. It started from there, man, under Voss. If we're talking about right now, current day, the present, we need to change this mentality. Or some might say break the curse, like we did 2 years ago against the Gold Coast Suns, which led to that massive run that we went on. But it's embracing that underdog mentality, kind of like 2023, where the pressure was off and we became the hunter. And you know what? When we are expected to win and we're the favourite, especially against good sides, we can't handle that mantra. So let's stick to being the underdog, man. Everyone's written us off anyway, right? This season. Like, why not? We're the underdog. Put it in your brain. It's all a massive if, realistically. I don't think, I'm going to put it straight to you guys and honest, and I'm brutally honest. That's why it's a ball of truth. I don't think we will make finals. I don't. But if the team accepts the fact that it's highly unlikely to make finals, then they might play with more freedom because the pressure's off and a weight off their shoulders. And that's what happened 2 years ago. Seriously, that's exactly what happened. Because his team can't deal with pressure, so he may as well basically give up and play free. And whatever happens, happens. I did a ladder prediction midweek. I did many ladder predictions midweek just to see roughly how this season could go. And I really, really focused in on every single game and tallied it up at the end. And man, believe me, I was fucking lenient. I had it in the back of my mind that, you know what, we're going to really break through and upset teams. I had us beating Collingwood and stuff. And I still had us losing a few games in there. I chucked a few losses in there. So I was very lenient. And I know we won't win those games, but I just wanted to see what would happen. And we still, at best, finished 8th on the ladder. And if you want to be realistic about it, it's probably 9th or 10th because I gave us extra wins that we're probably not going to win. Collingwood, Brisbane Lions, teams like that. And I know they're beatable, man. I know. But, man, it's not looking good. It is not looking good at all. And now with the news of Sam Walsh, my goodness. I don't know, man. Let me know what you guys think. Can we make finals? Are we a chance? Can we go on one of those runs like 2023? I don't know. Tomorrow night, Corey Durden is back in. Will White is out. And I'm expecting to beat the Eagles. We've smashed them the last few times we've played them. We've beat them over there when we're really, really underdone. So Sam Walsh, one player, and maybe Harry Mackay, who's out as well still. It's not going to make a huge difference. But I think Eagles this time, I don't know why, I've just got that funny feeling that they'll really push. And I actually think we might win in a close one. Maybe a few goals in it. Probably like, if I had to tip us by a margin, it would probably be like 20 points. It might be less. You know what? Eagles might beat us. Fuck, I don't know. But surely with this team, we can go over there and smack the Eagles. But I think it's going to be close because they're not going to let... I don't think they'll let what happened in Gather Round happen again, especially on their home turf, where we absolutely demolished them, really. I just don't see that happening for some reason. But yeah, man, we'll see what happens. Guys, I will be live tomorrow night, as usual, right after the stream. I think I've penciled it in for like 9. It's a decent time. 9:30 maybe. But yeah, we'll be going live for the review after the game. Of course, if you're enjoying the show, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're new or if you're back for a second time or third time. Leave a comment. Tell me what you guys think of this season, man. But let's get into what games we have left. Because it starts with Eagles tomorrow night. Then we go North Melbourne. So at home, North Melbourne, not easy. We smashed them early in the year, but it's different, man. They've got a couple more wins now. Like, they'll push. I actually expected them to push us early in the year, but they didn't. Let's be real. We should win. We should win that game. So, and I hate future thinking here, but I'm just thinking predictions-wise what we're going to do. Eagles, we should win. North Melbourne, we should win. That's 2 in a row. Then we've got Port Adelaide away on a Thursday night. Now, last year we went there and we beat them. And in the last quarter, we smashed them. But that was when we were in really, really good form. The good form that we know this team is capable of, mind you. But where is it? How often do we see it? That's the inconsistency that we see. Let's say we do it again, we go over and we beat Adelaide. Then very, very next game is Collingwood. Now that might determine the whole season, that game. Let's say hypothetically, if we go on a run, we win the next 3, that game, if we beat Collingwood, that would make us, 8? Would have 9 wins and 7 losses, I believe. So we've edged in front of our losses, more wins and losses, which is then maybe time to start believing a little bit. So it's really the next month we'll know everything. but you just have to win the next 3 and get to that game. Say if we lose that game, the very next week we've got Brisbane Lions. So, I mean, in a perfect world, we win all of them. But realistically, if we win the next 3, and we don't even know if we can beat Port Adelaide, but let's say we do. We beat Eagles, North, Port Adelaide. You go to Collingwood, you lose. You have to win that Brisbane game. It's just an absolute must. After the Brisbane game, we've got Melbourne. I actually believe we can beat them. Then we've got Hawthorn, another test. It just does not stop. Our fixture home, people might say, oh man, we definitely can do this. Like, you know what? But some of these teams, man, they're very freaking hard. And Hawks are great. They beat us convincingly in round 2. Although people might think it wasn't, but I think it was. The scoreline was close, but they were just better. They were better than us all game. Round 21, we have to go to Fremantle, who have found some form. There's another hard game. We have to go to Perth twice and fight Freo. Unreal. And then we've got Gold Coast Suns, who are literally thinking they're going to be a top 4 side. Another hard game. Port Adelaide at home. Probably should win that. And then to end the season, we've got the Bombers, which that is a winnable game. So there is some tough games in there. And we have to win literally 9 of them. 9 out of 11. You need about 14 wins, man. That's why I don't think it's possible. And every ladder prediction I did, as lenient as I was, and I wasn't adding in losses comfortably, it's not looking good, man. At best, we were 8th. And that's if all the other results go our way too. Like, right now, this season is cooked. 14 wins might not even be enough. But we need to win 9 and see what happens. Regardless, even if we do, man, even if we do the impossible, win 9 or 10 games like we did in 2023, who's to say that last year won't happen again when we go to Brisbane? And in my predictions, it's either Brisbane or Gold Coast. So we're obviously going to be travelling because we can't... There's no way, unless we win 11 games straight, that we won't finish 8th. If we make finals, that is. It's crazy, man. There's too many ifs. If. Shut up. We're not doing it, man. I've tried. I've tried to work it out, and I can't see it happening. Hope I'm wrong. Pray to God I'm wrong, because I'm sure all of us were wrong in 2023. We know our best can beat anyone. But it's when we're not at our best can we beat teams. And I don't think we can. And that also says that the plan B, when things aren't going well, has always been really overshadowed. Because we play a brand of footy when things are not going well that is just totally against everything that the coaches want. And it's very, very hard to win like that. But man, let's see what happens. Tomorrow night, we'll talk about it. It starts there, man. Starts at Optus Stadium. It's going to be one bloody tough ride. And I know I've just laid out all the future, but we've got to take it one game at a time. I'm just speaking hypothetically here. I don't see it happening. I can't see us beating good sides like Collingwood and Brisbane. In my predictions, I just put it in there just to see what would happen. And at best, man, we were 8th. Realistically, if I was doing it from here and not here, the heart, then we're finishing outside the 8. I don't have belief right now that we'll make finals. Unless we get to more wins than losses during this season alone, then I'll start to believe. But for now, we just got to tick off wins. Tick off tomorrow night. Tick off North Melbourne. Get to Port Adelaide and tick them off. Collingwood is the crunch one. Let's see what happens. Guys, we'll talk more about it tomorrow. But yeah, tomorrow night, we'll be live. And I think we should beat the Eagles. Hopefully by a few goals. Hopefully we'll smash them. Let's see what happens. But I'll be live then. I'll see you all then. Enjoy your Saturday night. I love you all. And see you very soon. Adios. Good night. And remember, subscribe, man.